Hi, my name's Vanessa Nouwens and I'm an interior designer and stylist. This is my teeny house. So the colour palette I've used in my little teeny house is very neutral. I've gone for quite a tonal scheme. Colours that I suppose are just really easy to live with. Some of the colours include Canterbury clay, which is on the exterior of the home. I've used a very popular Resene wall colour, which is Resene rice cake and triple rice cake on the floor. And then I've picked a couple of hero colours for my bigger pieces of furniture, like the bunks and the sofa and some of the chairs, and those colours are brown sugar and Gold Coast. So to create a tonal colour scheme, I normally start with two key colours, and in this case it was brown sugar and Gold Coast. And then what I've done is I've selected colours that are kind of within the same colour palette, still very warm colours, but mixed a lot of lighter colours with it, so it balances out the dark and the light. And that's how you kind of get the whole tonal scheme. You get an array of colours that all go together from dark to light, and they all complement each other. I was very excited about the furniture. The furniture was from Kmart, and it was really brightly coloured, very kiddie, lots of pink, lots of aqua and blue. Not at all the scheme, but I could see the shapes and I just knew that when I painted them in all my tonal colours, they were just going to look amazing in my little teeny house. My favourite room in my little teeny house is definitely the living room. I think it's a room that you probably spend the most amount of time in. Put a lot of effort into that one by creating timber dowel wall, which is once again very on trend at the moment, and it just creates a lot of texture. It's quite inviting, it draws you in. So typically in this, I suppose, colour palette or style of home, you would traditionally see jute kind of rugs, and so I decided to have a go at trying to make something that looked reminiscent of a jute rug. So I got a little coaster and I put some raffia trim around it, and voila, we have a beautiful little rug. So the checkerboard trend is a really big interior trend. Now we're starting to see it come through very, very strongly, typically on floors, but also on walls. I decided that it was a trend that I really love at the moment, so I tried to adopt it to my little teeny house, and I thought the bathroom was the perfect place for it, to almost look like tiles in some ways. My checkerboard floor was in Canterbury clay. I like to use wallpaper in interior schemes. In this case, I decided if I was going to use wallpaper, it was going to be in the master bedroom and it was going to be quite a hero. Obviously the wallpaper has quite a large scale print, so that's why it does appear like it's a mural. But I just think the colour palette just worked really well, and the palm tree vibe just kind of connected with my whole interior scheme. I opted to include a little home office as people are working a lot more at home. It's not the biggest space, but it's real functional space. I liked the little idea of just bringing the cork again from the floor and creating a little cork board. My home office has got a cork board and I just stick all sorts of stuff up there, so I decided my little teeny house needed one too. My own home is very black and white, quite a contrast to my little teeny house, but I am really drawn to these kind of colours, and I could easily see this playing out in a lovely beach house. Just that whole springing in the sand and, all of the natural elements.